Let's break something down. When someone rarely posts on social media, most people assume one of two things. Either they're not confident enough, or they're simply not interesting. But psychology doesn't see it that way. Instead of focusing on visibility, it looks at motivation. And when you do that, a very different explanation appears. People who don't post much aren't necessarily insecure. Many of them are highly self-aware. On the surface, they scroll like everyone else. They consume content. They observe trends. They understand the platforms. But internally, they ask a different question. Why am I sharing this? Psychology shows that people vary in how much external validation they need to regulate their self-esteem. Some people stabilize their sense of self through feedback, likes, comments, reactions. Others don't. For them, attention doesn't feel rewarding, it feels exposing. And this is where the difference starts. People who don't post often have a stronger internal reference system. They evaluate themselves based on personal standards, not public response. So posting feels unnecessary, sometimes even uncomfortable, not because they're hiding, but because they don't feel the need to perform. Another important factor is emotional privacy. Psychologically, some people experience their inner world as something to protect, not display. Thoughts, feelings, achievements, they process them inwardly. So sharing feels like dilution, like turning something personal into something consumable. And over time, silence becomes a boundary. But here's the part most people misunderstand. Not posting doesn't mean disengagement. It often means selective presence. These individuals are usually more aware of comparison cycles. They know how quickly online identity turns into pressure, how visibility slowly becomes expectation. So they opt out, not loudly, but quietly. Their absence isn't a statement, it's a regulation strategy. Psychology also shows that people who post less are often more sensitive to overstimulation. Constant exposure, constant judgment, constant updates, reducing output helps them maintain mental clarity. And here's the key insight. People who don't post aren't behind. They're often just operating on a different psychological reward system. Their fulfillment comes from depth, not display. From experience, not expression. So the next time you notice someone who rarely posts, don't assume they're disconnected. They may simply be more grounded in who they are, without needing an audience to confirm it.